it's just those moments. That's all it's for, really. And they're really fun. And sometimes you might discover that you're actually good at it.
We'll be waiting for you to come back and see that happen.
Well, you guys will make it happen first, and then I'm gonna come and I'll be like, wow, you guys did it. I mean, it's on you. It's on you.
Right.
I know you're capable. I've seen some of the best costumes I've ever seen at this con. Like, some of the costumes at the costume contest. Like, the armor. I mean, if you just appreciate it from, like, a fabrication standpoint, some of these people have to not only be good at metalworking, but they have to be good at leatherworking, they have to be good at sewing, stitching, crafting, molding. I mean, there's so many disciplines that are some people's full-time jobs, but one person does it all. Like, just the amount of time it takes to figure that out, it's incredible. So, I mean, for that reason alone, I really appreciate the art of it. And yeah, some of the best cosplayers you meet are some of the craftiest people around. It's just a handy skill to have. You should try it. Thank you. You're welcome. Hi.
You said yesterday that Kevin probably wouldn't have survived for so long in the series without such a strong fan reaction for him. And we also see in Supernatural like these meta episodes which are clearly a reaction to the fandom. And I was just wondering, you can answer this, it's kind of a deep question, you can answer it with a yes or no, or just, you know, do your thing.
I don't think I've ever answered a question with just yes or no. I'm sorry for that.
My question is specifically related to the Supernatural fandom and other fandoms like it. If it's okay for them to have kind of like a creative influence over the show, especially now, like we live in the age of the internet and maybe we're blessed like that because the Star Trek fandom from the 60s had absolutely no way of interacting with the creators. And just as an actor who played a character that survived because of the fandom, I'm sure you're very objective about this. But just tell me, what do you think?
No, we have to embrace change. You know, we have to go with it. A couple years back, you know, not even a decade ago, you know, film was still seen as the gold standard. That's what everyone wanted to do. TV was still second rate. Times have changed. A lot of TV shows are better than most movies that come out, right? And a lot of that has to do with the fandom experience. We have this incredible opportunity to not only watch these shows, but to watch these shows with people that we know love it and from all over the world, and we can interact and talk about it. And you know, with like social media, you have a direct link to a lot of the creators. I mean, a lot of them might say that they don't look at that stuff, but yeah, they notice because they're surrounded by people, and you know, a good portion of them are on those sites. So whether or not directly, indirectly, you do have an influence, and it's such a powerful thing but it's just such a cool experience if you know that, I don't know, you're just part of this thing, of a show that you watch. It's like being able to step on as a character in the show you watch, almost, right? It's a weird thing. I know, I think it's smart for shows to do that. You know, you get that feedback. For stage actors, one of the best things about being a stage actor is that you get to see and feel the audience's reaction. And for TV movies, we don't always get that, but now we kind of do. And you can see what works, you can see what doesn't. And if you're not the type of person to take feedback and, you know, make it constructive, then I don't know, that sounds silly to me. So I definitely hope that more, you know, show creators, writers, you know, I mean, not everything that everyone says is good, but, you know, you have to take it in, and you kind of have to make decisions based off of what the people who support your show and keep it going think, right? Not that, and there is a line, because especially like a show like Supernatural, where they put you through so much pain and torture, you know, a good amount of people like, just give them a happy whatever, but then there's no conflict, there's no drama, and it's just them sitting on a couch at home, right? So you kind of have to pick and choose. So yeah, they're gonna still torture Dean and kill Sam, and that's part of it. And it's one of those things like, yeah, they say they want them to be happy, but we really see them get beat up and stuff. Which is true. I like to see Crowley get beat up and stuff. Yeah. There's a line in there. But it's not an exact science, and we have to kind of figure it out. I mean, they'll figure it out. The shows that succeed are doing it right. How's that?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm really good. I wanted to ask you, there's this thing where you came to Romania, you posted that the waiters started singing opera?
Yes.
Can you please explain it?
Have you ever heard of that restaurant? I don't know what it's called. Okay, wow. So yeah, it's
What's your experience, your emotions?
we walked in like, wow, it's so big, the ceilings are so high, the lights are so pretty, and then these waiters started singing opera, and it was like full music, and then there was one person that came out here, and then another one that started singing from the balcony, and there was like spotlights, and it was like this full show, and it was I mean, that was the first Romania experience we had, and it was awesome. I thought they were waiters. They're not waiters. They're
Kind of.
probably singers.
Yeah.
But they're really good. And apparently there's like a dancing portion, but that never happened. Because we would have gone up and danced. Yeah, that was great. And I thought all of Romania was gonna bust out in spontaneous song and dance.
Also, I wanted to ask you, if it's not a bother, if you can give me a hug. Please. I'm hating myself right
You know, I'm dressed like an assassin, but it's actually like it's so cumbersome and it's sweaty.
Don't take it off, that's fine.
It's okay, 'cause otherwise it's gonna break.
It's
And I like being mobile.
Just don't give me a hug. Fine.
Look at that sweaty arm. You know, being a martial artist and having slippery shoes is such a hard thing to do. Ow. And I feel kind of debilitating. I mean, this is what I'm just these are
All right, calm down, calm down. Seriously, calm down.
we can multitask.
Hi.
I couldn't help but notice that you're cosplaying as my favorite video game character.
Sorry, here's one thing, yeah.
I couldn't help but notice that you're cosplaying as one of my favorite video game characters of all time.
Ooh.
And yeah, I wanted to ask what your favorite Assassin's Creed games and why.
The first one is really the only one that I actually played, and after that, you know, I kind of had to ease off of gaming. Oh, I'm gonna do a Mark Shepard thing. This is what he does. And yeah, like I do consider myself a gamer, but honestly, the only games I play nowadays are those stupid phone games that take way too much time, and they have all those achievements that you have